There will always be those who will say Yoko broke up the Beatles, but I think there are those now thinking twice about that after watching the Disney documentary Get Back. And there was an article Yoko shared on Twitter. I thought that was interesting. The headline: Beatles fans think Get Back dispels the idea that Yoko Ono broke the band up. And this really comes from the scenes where we see Yoko quietly knitting and she's reading. She's by John's side while John and the band making all the decisions. What do you think of the documentary, how it represented Yoko, and how much has it influenced the way fans look at Yoko in terms of the breakup of the Beatles?
I think it's been a breakthrough for the fans. I've had this outtake footage since the 80s. I've seen most of it. And I always knew, she was an artist and she's thinking of her next thing. She was writing notes down, she's reading, she's doing her calligraphy. She was there because he wanted her there. And it's obvious now. And at the time, she was concerned that her artistic freedom would be compromised when John told her, I'm leaving the band. She's thinking, what's he going to be preoccupied with now? And, how am I going to do my work? And then he actually turned to her and said, well, now it's just you and me. And she felt like a wave of fear. And then she realized, well, okay, I guess we're going to work together. She had never worked with anyone before, except, she had assistants helping her with her own work, but it was the first time she ever collaborated.
What was her life like in the years that followed John's death? Did the media and the public treat her differently? Was there ever some empathy there after what she experienced? Because it just seems like everybody they just had it out for her.
After his death, I'm sure people softened a little bit, or they maybe read more truthful stories about her. They sought out the truth. And, she's, as much as she's hated, I think she's really beloved, but those people aren't speaking out and writing books,
Yeah,
right?
and
I mean,
the media loves to go after the.
oh, the media has told writers, they've rejected stories that are actually very wonderful. In fact, some people that I've used their interviews in my book, some were unpublished, and I asked why, and they said, well, when I handed it in, they told me, oh, you've got to dirty this up, you've got to say this and this lie. And luckily some of them had the integrity to pull the story, but most of them didn't.